See, we appear to be live. Hello, peoples. Um, yeah. So I wasn't here the past couple of days. I just had other stuff, was a bit busy. At least I didn't, screw up again and schedule a stream and then not actually have it. But anyway, so I've just been looking around the map, refamiliarizing myself real quick, and I've noticed a couple of things that we need to work on real quick. So first things first, up here, this stop, there we go, it's starting to overload a little bit. Looks like we need at least one more vehicle on line 12 here. So we're just going to grab this guy and clone him real quick. Oh, actually, no, I'm pretty sure we actually have some newer trams by now. So I'm actually going to purchase a new tram for line 12. Yeah, so the Ivans are actually exactly the same, but I think it's kind of cool to have a mix of them. They're basically the same thing, just more Russian looking. And they're actually slightly less, apparently they're actually slightly better. They have less noise and more loading speed. So actually we're going to grab an Ivan and chuck it on to line 12. That one. Sorry about that. OBS was being funky. And this is one of those instances where funky is a negative adjective. So anyway, yeah, I think I'm just going to place in a rail line going along here instead of actually using that road that I'd put in, just because we have the extremely low power engines now that I like to use for this. So yeah, I'm going to grab this, and we're actually going to make this shorter than the shortest default station. We're going to grab an 80 meter, and then we're going to chop the end off. So we're only going to have a, well, actually, on this end, we probably will actually want the full 80 meters. But on the other end, I think I'm only going to put in a single platform tile, which means it's only going to actually be 40 meters, which, I mean, for something like this is honestly more than enough. But anyway, my guess from the fact that OBS keeps disconnecting is that somebody in the neighborhood is hogging most of the internet bandwidth. Which, I mean, not surprising considering what's currently going on right now, that people would be, gasp, shock, amazement using the internet, but still mildly annoying. Anyway, so since the engine I'm going to be putting on this line only has like a max speed of 40-some kilometers an hour, I can let this track be really twisty. I'm just going to take this station and I'm going to configure it. I'm going to put in just track there and a single chunk of platform on the other side. Yeah, that's all I really need for this sort of little drop-off thing. And I don't think this line's going to wind up being particularly profitable because it's going to be so short and so slow. But it'll get the crude oil in for my more profitable lines to be even more profitable. And I'm starting to get to that point where the money snowballs and it really doesn't matter. And I can just put in things like this with, a train that's much less profitable just because I feel like using a train. And actually, wow, I could actually make this be 64 if I wanted to. I'm probably not going to bother with that. I'm probably going to use a small modded engine I have called the Lively Poly. It's just a little itty bitty like private owner shunter type thing. Just is it little tiny 040, just barely any power, but perfect for shuttling something from point A to point B when you could throw a stone from point A to point B. It's not worth putting a bigger engine on this sort of line, but something as little as that, you can get away with it. So yeah, and since this is running crude, I can also get the really cheap tanker wagons rather than blowing my money on the nice generic British open wagons that I use for most of my stuff. So yeah, I'll be able to just come in here and just make the cheapest possible train. Although I could theoretically go with like, actually I think even those little things are actually higher power. Yeah, that when I was doing unmodded, that was my go-to shunter, but now it is. Yeah, I've been I actually remember to activate my some of my mods I have in. So yeah, this guy. So yeah, he's very similar to the Borsig, actually. Yeah, power 90, weight 15, speed 43 versus that guy, which is power 90, weight 32, speed 45. So yeah, it's a lighter engine, which means that it can have less of its power wasted on it moving itself. But yeah, this is actually from one of the mods, but it actually is much more expensive to run those faster speed ones. But I think I'm going to use these guys because I find that the Asian ones or the American, but when they're the same weight, I tend to go for the Asian. I'm probably going to do like a mix of Asian and European, but we'll do like a few of these, a couple of those, and back and forth, and boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's probably going to be about enough. And I'm actually going to put a second locomotive on the back, get it to do the nice reversing thing. So yeah, we're going to grab another one of you and chuck it on the back. But yeah, and all these I've got a lot of other engines, but I find that most of them tend to be at least 200 on power. And for a shunter, that's way too much and winds up being way too, like even this is almost 200 between the two, and that's probably way more than I need because on that sort of a line, you can have a poor tractive effort and still be fine. And hopefully it saved it. Nope. Lovely. So we're going to grab one of those, and yeah, we want, I'm just going to make my life easy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to just swap a random one out. I'm just gonna swap the end one out for that one. And then we're gonna put in another one of these. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. So we're gonna get that. And did I put in the line? I don't believe I did. Nope, I didn't. So we're gonna put in that line real quick. From there up to there. And then I'll actually just go through the vehicle manager rather than actually going to the depot. Chuck you on there. So yeah. Just, I said, very small little engine. The guy who actually made it basically said that in the context of the game, he felt the engine was effectively useless, and he was only doing it because it was the what he had for his avatar picture. But if that guy happens to wind up watching this engine is extremely useful, and I love having a super low power, cheap engine that I can chuck onto a shunting route. This is what the engine was built for in real life, and in Transport Fever, it's just as good at it. So, to every engine a purpose. Although I find that I wind up using, passenger and express locomotives for basically everything except for these sorts of shunting routes. because in Transport Fever 2, you don't get penalized for using a locomotive that's faster than it needs to be, only one that's more powerful than it needs to be. So you can, use a fairly low power or similar power locomotive that's like more than 100 kilometers an hour and still get the same results as you would with one that was a bit slower, except, you can go faster, which means that you'll get more money. So it's actually better to just use the fastest engine available, whether that's realistically appropriate or not. But anyway. Let's see. Yeah, I put this in here just as mostly a laugh, just having the little itty bitty town trapped in there. But I think I am going to go ahead and punch the tunnel through now. This will let the town expand, but it's mainly so I'll punch a big tunnel through and then put a train station at the end of it, just like that. And then, actually, I'm gonna have a big road for this too, because as this spreads out, I'm probably gonna want a tram. So yeah, we're gonna put that in there. Then I'm actually gonna go ahead and lock that road in place if they don't build off the end of it. And then I'm gonna put in my train station. So yeah, and this guy is gonna need food and fuel. So we'll actually want to hook up a line from there to dip over with probably with another little lively poly shunter, just as it dip over and drop off fuel. So we're gonna do, for starters, just a passenger station, one track. I think I'm actually gonna make this be a 120 meter, and I'm gonna see if I can't squeeze the little shunter in behind it rather than in front. I don't know, just seems like it'd be interesting to see if I could pull that off. So let's see. So we're gonna configure this. And I'm gonna actually, I think I'm gonna put in a another chunk of platform, but I'm gonna make it be just empty platform, and this, yeah, just that way more of this platform will be usable for any trains I'm gonna put there. And then I'm gonna put in the bit of track, and then I'm gonna put in a cargo platform. If it doesn't fit, I can take out that little bit of empty platform and just not bother with it. Yeah. Oh well. It's not going to affect it too much, though. It just means that, like, my guess would be, between 20 and 40 less people can wait on that passenger platform, which I doubt I'm going to get all that many anyway, so this is going to be fine. And actually, I can do it that way. Well, no, because I want to be able to put stuff off the side, so I'm going to go ahead and chuck that on there. And then I'm going to put the platform there next to the road, and then I can put either a cargo building sticking off of it, or at least a set of steps going down to get a direct connection, just because. So yeah, I think I'm going to take, let's see, how does, yeah, no, that puts the ramp on the other side. So yeah, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to put it in, it actually will let me overlap like that, which, nah, because trams would clip through the ends. I'm going to put it there. And then, actually, we need something there, but, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use one of these there as well. We can say that's wheelchair access for the station as well as a cargo building. I don't know, just... Actually, no, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use that one so that I have a bigger building on it. There. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So yeah, we're going to come up here and just... Yeah, because that does not overload that really at all. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and just chuck a single bit of track there, which will take up 40 capacity, but I doubt we're going to be, I doubt so long as the trains run less than 40 with each go, it should be fine. And just a little bit of track going on up. Yeah, and as I was saying, the Lively Poly has a speed of only 43, so it really doesn't matter what speed this goes at. Actually, I think I'm going to do this in multiple sections because it's obvious that it goes uphill and then down. So I'm going to put in a section that goes here. And another trick is you can do a shorter section like that, and it'll get to the slope a lot quicker, and then you'll wind up digging in for less total distance. Just a little trick for getting up a sudden hill. We'll take it up to about there. And then let's just hook it. We'll want to give it a chance to lean back down. And then from there, yeah, let's bring it down just a little further with the N key. There we go. That'll do. So yeah. And then we need something to let the train in. I think I'm going to actually do that from here. I'm going to have it run through the passenger station to get in. So yeah, we'll bring that down to there, just like that. And so yeah, let's get the little shunter out before we put the passenger train on. That way the shunter can get in and not interrupt the passenger train. I like to do these in the order of from and then to. So since this is just dropping off, I want to do it from the fuel place to the city. And I probably will need a cargo tram as well as a regular tram to get in. Let's see. No, actually, that actually does cover the, one industrial building that the city currently has. Yeah. And it's got 4 workplaces in that one building, but it is still one building. And then we've got a few commercial there, and then a few residential up there. But yeah, we are definitely going to need a tram hookup, and I think I'm gonna just have just use my trick for compact. Basically anything with tram except for cargo pickup you can do this way. You just put a little section of either large or extra large road in, and just have it stick out like that. And they can build off of this too, which for that it's sort of 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I really don't much care, but I need it to be just long enough that I can squeeze a tram stop on one side and a cargo drop off on the other. So like as you can see, this is not quite big enough for it to go in anywhere. So I need to extend it by just a smidge. There we go. Then I want to keep it flat. And then we'll try again at putting the buildings in. There we go. Yeah, and that's probably more room than I really need, but it means more people can use the stop. But like I said, there really shouldn't be that much use of those 2 stops, as such a small section of this little town is trapped in there. And it also, it isn't minimum size on the base, but yeah, I doubt those will be used too much, but they will be used some. So in fact, I actually don't even think I'm going to bother having a tram running up to there. I think I'm just gonna put in a put trucks on that line. Anyway, okay, so we want to give room for the town to spew out over here, but we do still want to get in a proper. Actually, yeah, because I am gonna have multiple cargo. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna, instead of using this, I'm gonna go ahead and put in a proper stop there. So I'm gonna start with that and just the one track or one platform. Let's see. Will it let me? It'll let me squeeze it in a little bit. See, I'm gonna put that in there, and then I'm gonna put cargo stops going up the top. Oh, I hope I can extend it this way. Yeah, because 2 stops really isn't quite enough for using trams. So I actually, yeah, you can actually inch this sort of thing on a little bit this way by expanding it and then putting to the end of that, because that way you can get it to go a little bit bigger and then give yourself a little bit more room. Although not with making that kind of sharp turn, you can't. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and expand it first and then put the street in. You only need 3. 3 is what you need for trams to not, or for most trams to not do funky things and snap themselves straight when they stop at the stop. Although I think the Cobra probably would still do that. But, and actually, yeah, I'm probably going to want to expand up into that area a bit. Anyway, cut into the mountain a little, so I'm going to need to move the, not that much. We're going to want to come maybe out like that, probably. Yeah, that ought to give me a little more room. And then just down to there. Yeah, it's not too bad. Let's see, how many cargo platforms can I get in? Because I'm going to need 1 to go into the city, and probably at least 2. Yeah, that's more than I really want to do. Well, since I'm only going to have like a truck using the one going into the actual little crater area, I can probably share that one. And because of the length here, that I don't think that trams will snap straight on that. So I think this is fine. So yeah, we're going to do, first things first, a new line from there into there. Then another new line that goes from there. Oh. It's doing that in, well, since I'm just using, I guess it doesn't matter because I'm using a truck for that rather than a tram on the cargo drop off for inside. So that shouldn't matter. Yeah, that should be fine. And it's actually kind of nice that the the tram is merging too. Yeah, I'm gonna need to fix that. Yeah, you can get it to. Oh no, that'll not do what I want. I want to go in. We might just have to relay that section of road. That's probably going to be the easiest way. Yeah, I'm just going to relay that whole chunk, but I'm going to take it out a little further than I did last time. So I'm going to take it out to there-ish and bring it down to be flat. Just like that. And then back into buildings, put passenger there. and a cargo there. Which apparently didn't pick up the stop for some reason, so I'll have to go into there, manage the line, and re-add the stop. There, now they're turning around in there, which I feel it looks stupid having them turn around at the end of a small road, but the end of a big road gives them just enough room that it doesn't look completely dumb. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just pop in the tram track, and we're going to go ahead and put it in as electric. And just tramify all of it. And that should be enough for now. I might put in another bit there with either one more cargo or one more passenger. And in fact, I think no, actually no, because the passenger I can do in a single line, because like from there and then up to wherever and then down into there. So I think I'll see if I can't squeeze in another cargo stop. Okay, let's see, come on. Let me see, can I? Actually, no, we want the other way. And I just want to see if I can squeeze this in between the platform there and the road there. I don't think I can. Probably could for a passenger stop. Let's see. If I can put in a passenger stop, I will. Although I can't put that in either, so it doesn't matter. Put one in a little further up. I don't know. If I need one, I'll squeeze it in, but with any luck, I won't. I can probably put one in like up there or something. Anyway, yeah, let's. And for this, I think I'm just gonna go over and just come straight on down. And I want to keep this quick because this is going to be really only used by passenger. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to come out from the other one so that it doesn't have to use a double slip. Because as much as I like double slip switches, they're not great for passenger traffic. Really good for doing inside of your actual oh, I just realized I never turned the music back on. So yeah, let's turn our background music on. Come on. Okay. There we go. Let's have some nice Transport Fever 2 tunes going on in the background. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, let's see, I'll want a signal up here. Yeah, and this is a modded signal I got fairly recently, not since the last episode, as you can tell by the fact that I have some in there. But it's a American style signal, but I just felt it looked a lot better than a lot of the ones they had in there. Yeah, what I'd really like is one that where the arm goes down instead of up. Whatever style, like preferably like a somewhat British style one where the arm goes down to show clear. I don't know. I've done too much Thomas, and even if I see the good reasons why you would want the arm to go up to show clear, I'm just so used to them going down that it still feels weird. Anyway, yeah, let's get our shunter in. There's no way I'm going to need a second one on this, so I'm just going to grab a single engine. And I'm going to go into cargo, and this is probably going to wind up bringing both. the food and the fuel. Yeah, because the the fuel line goes up to here, and there's going to be food going into here, so I can also bring it back down and back in. Yeah. So yeah, we'll use these, and I think we'll use the covered wagons, and we'll just get like, just like 5. That's probably stupidly overkill, especially since all we have here is like, yeah. And actually, I think I'm gonna grow this train as I need it, and for now, I'm actually gonna have it be pushing, and I'm just gonna have this little guy pushing a single wagon for now, because even that is overkill for the current size of things. Anyway, let's make sure I have the line in. I might not. Nope, I do. So there you go. And then we'll let him get there, and I'll actually give the city a little bit of time to realize its newfound freedom and grow its roads out a little bit. And then I'm gonna hook up to, although I will start preparing a tram route out of the city. Yeah, I think I might actually wind up expanding this up as the city grows. So I'm actually going to go ahead and pre-upgrade. Oop, I didn't want to put that in. But I'm going to go ahead and pre-upgrade this to be the bigger road. So yeah, we're going to go into here. We're going to grab that, upgrade, and electric. Yeah, and I haven't actually electrified in here because the trams I have so far are the are all the older types. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to there with the big road at least. And I'm gonna go ahead and electrify down Main Street here, and yeah, I don't think I can actually. I mean, I could, but let's see. Do I have a bunch of lines going through there? I don't think I have like any going through there. Yeah, no, I have like no lines that use that. So I'm just gonna. I will though upgrade an electric path all the way into the tram depot, so that I can get electric trams out if I need to. And then I'll upgrade the stuff within the city as need be. But for now, I'm only going to have the electricity going where I need it. I don't know, I don't think the catenaries look all that great, just all over the place. At least not unless you have electric trams, like, actively using them. So I only put them where they're actually needed. Oh yeah, and when the city, and I won't put that in, cause I knew I'd want to utilize that farm. I was just gonna go ahead and tram it into here, and because let's see, so where are the 2 food? Because I believe there's 2 food processing. Yeah, there's this one. And that one's gonna wind up hooking up to that farm, and probably and those 2. So yeah, I'm gonna bring that up to there and then ship it out by train up to that one, which getting up to the top of those mazes is gonna be a bit of a pain. As you can see from that whole thing, you have to really go up there. Hard to do by train. I'd really like to have incline railways in the game. Like, I don't think they should be, like, part of the railway tab. I think it should be more like the modular stations. Like, you put in, a certain number of platforms, and each platform comes with a car for that side of the incline, and then you put in a certain number of track segments, and you have like several different angles, and then you can pick a winch based on what power you need, and pick a bigger, smaller winch that'll cost more or less running costs. I don't know. Just, I'd really like to be able to do that kind of stuff. I'd also like to have narrow gauge and rack rails eventually. But anyway, for now, yeah, they're starting to grow the road out. They don't seem to be too sure of themselves, though. I expected that, as soon as I, breached the wall there and hit play, that the city was just going to, like, explode in a flurry of growth, because, like, these guys, they want to have 101 of everything. And even if that is a little ways away from the center, they should be, growing onto it. But either way, yeah, I'm gonna start them out with that, with electric, and I'm just gonna put in a straight up S-bend going right to there. And they'll probably build up a bunch of little, like, cul-de-sacs and grids sticking out on both sides with a bunch of buildings on it, and I don't know, it's going to be a very interestingly shaped city, that's for sure. And it's also going to be a very noisy city since it goes right alongside the railroad tracks, or basically the whole way. I might see about extending the city up on top of there at some point. Put like a branch off the tunnel that just goes harshly up, or maybe an insanity spiral. I could probably get about, 2 revolutions of an insanity spiral going. When I say insanity spiral, I mean when you basically take a road and you just go in and then go on top of itself, going just straight up. Yeah. I like to jokingly call that an insanity spiral because nobody would actually build a real-life road like that. Like, they would either hug the side or they would just build an incline railway, or a cable car, or something of that sort of nature. But to be perfectly honest, most things built up the sides wind up looking terrible, and there aren't any incline railways or cable cars in the game, so it's kind of insanity spiral or something stupid and ugly as your options. But anyway, I'm going to put in the last little I didn't say to put that in. One foot there, and then we'll get that out of the way. I keep accidentally just chucking random buildings around, but anyway, let's get whatever the largest current truck is on that line. I don't think I'm going to bother using a cargo tram, at least not until we have one of the smaller electric ones. So yeah, line 17 needs a tram. I think I'm going to put an Ivan on line 17, and then a truck on the other one. Well, actually, I think the only trucks we have are the steam trucks, which are almost as noisy as the cargo trams. But anyway, we're going to grab that dude and chuck him on line 17. Oh, I bet I put him on the wrong one. Well, I'll have to go check on that, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and put in the other one. So, cargo. Oh, wow, we don't even have those. So, yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and put a cargo tram on it. Okay, so I'm going to put... So this guy's going on line 16. And apparently they can get to one or the other of this. What do you mean could not? They're fine. What the heck are you complaining about? Why can you not connect those stations? I'm gonna see what happens if I just... I don't know. I mean, there seems to be a textural glitch going on there. Yeah, I can't afford to make that be big, at least not until the industrial gets out there, so I'm going to just downgrade the tunnel maybe, see if that fixes it. Huh. Yeah, apparently the transition there on the tunnel entrance was what was breaking it. Well, that's mildly annoying, but once the city properly expands outside, I can take the wide road a little further in and still get my wider tunnel. Or I can just leave it like this. This is probably good enough. Although if I have that, there's no point in having that just little stupid looking bit of wide road in, so I'll think I'll downgrade that one while I'm at it. Well, it still puts a weird looking little kink in the sidewalk for some reason. But yeah. Yeah. I do like the just cute little tiny locomotive just pushing and pulling like one car back and forth. And this would be, you know, completely, like even for this, you know, this is way overkill for that one wagon. But, like, with any vanilla locomotive, doing this would just be complete insanity. But with this, it's only, you know, fairly dumb. But anyway. So yeah, they want 4 fuel. So yeah, that connects to that, which has the route that goes up to there. Well, actually, that just connects straight up to there. So theoretically, this should start at some point. Yep, it's now shipping a very, very tiny amount of fuel, which is, judging by stuff probably on the train. Nope. No. That should wind up shipping, you know, like a single can of fuel over fairly soon. Because, yeah, they say that they're shipping 1 fuel there, but I don't see it on the platform. But give it time. It'll probably actually do it once it starts producing a little more. But anyway, I'll go ahead and get the passenger line in. So we, I actually don't have a passenger route up that way hooked up yet, I don't think. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get at least 1 track of the passenger line. Actually, probably more than 1. Let's see, we're gonna want to eventually send 1 up to there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll want to send like 3 or 4 up that way if we can. So yeah, I'm gonna want to see if I can get Let's see, yeah, those are gonna be my high speeds, but let's see if instead of feathering those into there, I can just maybe find a way to swing them out a little further and then just cut straight across, maybe. Yeah, if I doubt I could merge that in sooner but I might be able to like merge it in later and get them across. Let's see. I need to find some way of getting a double track up through there. Now, I might be able to just chuck it in like go like. I mean, obviously I'll have to boost it up because of that, but might be able to just literally chuck it right in there. Yeah, just like that. And then I'm gonna have to trim it back so I can do a massive bend round to there. But yeah, that should work though. See, I doubt it, but what? Yeah, nah. Ooh, that's. See, sometimes you can. Well, first things first, I'm going to be taking that back right to that level crossing. And then let's see, can I trick it into putting this in how I want it? And actually, I can bring it in a little closer up here. Oh, that's snapping to the wrong road. But yeah, it will go in, at least that half of it will. Let's see if I can get the... Yeah, it will go in. It's just about the tightest bend the game will physically let you get away with. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to pause the game and take out that little bit of road there. Well, I should be able to get it back through once I've run this through, but... Why is it? Yeah. Let's start this by going a little bit further with the super tight bending. Yeah, there we go. So yes, I definitely can get that bit in. Didn't say to start from there, I said to start from there. There we go. So yeah, and I'm gonna have to do this in little bitty sections, just get it to cooperate, but it will cooperate. Darn it. And then, yeah, and I'm just gonna run that straight out and in. And I think I am still gonna take, see if I can't find a way to squeeze that into there, maybe. Actually, nah, don't think it's worth the, well, yeah, because I don't think I'm gonna need all 4 of these tracks up there. So yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do with this. So first I'm gonna probably need to take that back a little bit. Oh, forgot you have to do it in the other order. Yeah, you have to take out that one first so that it'll push them back. There we go. I'm actually going to take that on out and see if I can run it up a little bit further. Just squeeze it right on into that switch as far as I can. I don't know. I really like running, you know, stupidly compact junctions for some reason. Like, there's no point in, you know, sticking my city and station into the middle of a peninsula like this, and then insisting on, you know, trying to get some ridiculous junction like this to actually go in. But, I don't know. It wouldn't be me if it wasn't ridiculous. Anyway, let's see. Will this go in now? Nope. Uh-huh. No, I should... Yeah, I can probably run it into this. Yeah, I can run it into that one easily. So I think I will go ahead and just run both of those just straight. Oh, don't do this to me. There we go. Just run both of those just not like that. But run both of those tracks up into there, and that way I have the option to use these for either going across the river or going up the peninsula further. But then I also have the like that pair over there that are dedicated to just going further up the peninsula. And then I have those ones over there that are just for going across the river. Nope, that was sticking out too much. Yeah. I don't know why I like doing this. Oh, and I had that one sloping down, and I do not want it sloping down. There we go. And then we want it with no slope at all. Okay, apparently, there. It'll go in. I'll take it. Remember, auto sync. Okay. There we go. And that goes in. Yep, there's my latest junction of insanity. And then this one we're going to have to... Yeah, I don't know how we're going to squeeze that through. Yeah, and I doubt it'll go in under. And there's no way we can get it over. Maybe do level on the bridge. Let's see. Yeah, because there's no way I'm going to get it through that switch. And I don't think I can move that switch up enough to go before the depot access. So yeah, I think I'm just going to have to see if I can do this level crossing on the bridge. Nope, too much slope between there, which is actually surprisingly resolvable. So we just take out this chunk. Come on. Yes, we'll just take that right on the back to there. Then we'll actually have to trim that one back one more to get it to work. There we go. Yeah, and that's a little too far forward. We'll have to trim. But yeah, anyway, that should be a little bit more natural. Although, first things first, let's make sure we can actually get this through. I think it's putting the too much slope in there. Yeah, that's where the too much slope is. Come on. Down. There we go. So yes, it will let me get this in. Oh wow, I love how we've chopped off like that tiny little bit of bridge, but we're putting land in there. Which actually is kind of nice, because I thought those bridges started a little bit too early anyways. Where are you too much sloping? Okay, I see. You're going in indexing to those bits, which is making that be too much slope, which is fine. That's solvable. I hate when it doesn't like to let me demolish my stuff correctly. But anyway, yeah. We've proven that it's doable. It's just going to be really hard. Which, honestly, is when it's the most fun. At least some of the time. But here we're going to take this from that crossing. Not in that direction. Why are you trying to go in that direction? And we want you to come up, and you should snap to that other switch that's right there. Why are you doing the... We'll start from this end and go down to there. Everything snaps into place. It doesn't do anything too horrifically stupid. And then I'm going to try putting in this half first. I'm guessing that's where it's saying there's too much slope. So yeah, and you can use the shift key to see how far off you are and try and get it fairly close. So I think that's the best I'm going to do. And if I unhold shift, yes, it all falls into place. And let's hope that this bit goes in and that it doesn't do anything too stupid. Why? You're definitely close enough to make a level crossing. Okay, so it's collisioning with just that little bit. So I'm going to see what happens. First, we don't want bridges there. So I'm actually just going to take both of those out. And then I'm going to see what happens if I put in that bit. Actually, no, because I want that to be able to go down to meet this. But I'm going to try putting those in so that they're land instead of bridge. Maybe that's the problem, is that it didn't want to leave, you know, just a little nub of bridge left in. Let's see. Nope, it actually is going to be a pain there, isn't it? Now let's see if I can do this in the other order, maybe. Put that bit in and then see if that bit collides with it. Because usually, as in almost always, there's a way to make the game do what you want. Just sometimes it's really, really difficult. Yes, like see, it goes in just fine that way. Which I find kind of dumb, but whatever. Yeah, we've got our funky level crossing, another funky level crossing. I'm actually gonna have to trim those back to that track to get them to curve in, and hopefully I can get them to come down in time. And I'm gonna have to move that crossover to get it out of the way. Really? Didn't want that one, I want that. I want that one. There we go. Then we're going to bring that one out alongside it. Just like that. There we go. And then hopefully that doesn't decide it's going to collision. Which, fortunately, it does not. And then we're going to have to take out that little crossover. Okay, we want to go from about there up to there. And I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to make absolutely certain that it lines up properly there. And we still got that in for some reason. So I'm going to have to get rid of that, get it out of the way. Actually, since that's already in there and that's part of a known functional switch, I'm just going to go straight from there. That'll actually make my life a bit easier, because I've already gotten that to go in once. Yeah, and that little bit looks like if the plate layers were drunk while putting in this bit of track, but really? You're gonna do that? Fine. It's not too hard to fix, it's just annoying to fix. You just do that. And then that pushes the water back just a little bit. And then that makes room for my drunkenly wriggling track to make it through. finally gets out of the completely insane junction and becomes a nice straight bit of track. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I just... This junction here is definitely something. Not sure what it is, but it is definitely something. That's for sure. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not going to be able to bring that through there because of that switch. Yeah, that's not going to be able to go through there anymore. Might be able to squeeze it through there. Yeah. Part of me says just give it up and just put the bridge in and just leave that as like a dead-end road just for people to get to there, but nah, I'm going to be stubborn and see if I can get it to go through. Okay. So theoretically, if I can get from there through past, yeah, there we go. Now let's get in a curvy one. And have it wriggle its way through all of those. Hitting the wrong keys. And then it'll have to smash through that building, but not the larger one. And it meets up with there. And then we will not put catenary in on this bit yet. Because I'm going to be... that's going to be effectively defunct when I put in the bridge anyway. Okay, what's your problem? What do you mean not connect all stations? I didn't disconnect you. So yeah, it goes to the... Oh, because I didn't put the crossover back in, that's why. And I don't think I want the crossover to be all the way up there, so I think I'm going to see if I can squeeze one in there, and I can probably get one in there, maybe. It might be too wiggly, although I should theoretically be able to straighten that out some. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can. This might be incredibly dumb to try doing this, but I'm gonna try and take it back to that level. Really. So here's what I can do. So I can take this, and I'm gonna put it, if it'll let me, just from there to there. Perfect. And then that'll let me snip off those short. And that one's the slightly longer of the two, so that's the one I'll put in first, so that we don't get any issues with the gluing up. And yeah, if I bump the dirt out just a little bit more right in there. Yeah, I'm trying to do this without just, like, you know, massively reclaiming land, but I'm not, like, actively opposed to reclaiming land, just I don't want to, like, solve all my problems by make more land. I want to squeeze it into the super tight spaces that are naturally there. Which means sometimes doing stupid, ridiculous things like this, where it would be so much easier to just, you know, reclaimed land, like maybe out to like there or so and then just run it under. But nope, I'm too stubborn for that. Anyway, so yeah, now I'm gonna smooth it off there. Get rid of the sort of jagged edges that my land reclaiming caused, and I'm just gonna bring the water right the way up to the track. At least most of the way up to the track. Now that'll have to do. Okay. Yeah, I still need to try and get in the crossovers. Yeah, that's what I was about to do. Okay, so I'm gonna take it from there. Right. And we're gonna try and get it to snap in some. Yeah, right about there we go. That's acceptable. Boom. And then this one can be a lot longer because we made the room for it there. And now that second's a little less drunken. What do you mean too much slope? Yeah, sometimes when it gives you that too much slope thing when doing an X, you can fix it by just spamming the M or N key, but other times, nope, you can't. And that was one of the ones where you couldn't. I promise I shall get this in eventually. I'd like it to have decently quick speed. Hey, there we go. There we go. That's not too horrible. Okay, and we'll need to change the terminal on line 18 so it actually will connect to where I want it to connect to. No, line 18 should work there on terminal 1. See if it'll stop it complaining. I'll swap it. Nope. Okay. Let's see if it can find one that it does like. Or if there's just something messed up somewhere. So it's always possible that I, just legitimately screwed something up somewhere. Okay. And it went in basically where it did before, just it actually worked this time for some reason. Probably tried to do terminal 1 there, which is the one that the little shunter goes into, which it obviously can't get to. So yeah, that'll be fine then. I think we're gonna nickname this side of the station the Drunken Junction, because it's like, you know, you got the squiggly road, then you got the squiggly level crossings, then you got that squiggling through. I mean, that one's, you know, it's a tight junction, it's a complicated junction, but it's just sort of like zoop, zoop. Whereas this one's just like very much a railroad spaghetti junction of sorts. Well, actually, on this one, I decided to go ahead and take that over. So I probably should have just used those two. So yeah, we've got 2 there and 3 there that are squiggling their way over. So that's actually, yeah, that's actually more than we'll need for this. Oops. Yeah, so I only needed like 1 or 2 from here. But there wasn't a way to take only those 2. I had to take all of them. Actually, no, I did manage to take just those 2. So yeah, I got those 2 to go into there. Since I really only need 3, I won't. Don't mess with it. If it ain't broke, don't try and fix it. If you wind up actually needing to steal back one of those. Okay, what? Really? Why? I'm just going to take that little bit there out. And hopefully when I put it back in, it won't do anything dumb. And of course it does something dumb, because it wouldn't be Transport Fever if it didn't do something dumb occasionally, or in this case, incessantly. Now I'm going to relay that so it's perfectly parallel to the other bridge. And then I'm going to bring those into it. Well, actually, I might just go from there. Yeah, I'm just going to make that go in over a longer period, or a longer section of the bridge. Which is probably, honestly, this is probably about what I did originally. But hey, if it goes in and doesn't do anything too stupid, I'm okay with it. And there we go. Okay, so this insanity is now officially in. Yeah. Yeah, and the bridge is going to come up there, over through there, hopefully put a foot down there, go over there, It's actually going to come down in here and then cross over those 2 tracks, or I might be able to get it to put down just there and then join up to that somehow. Or I might just have to chop that back and come down there and then do a funky S-bend to get it. I don't know. Either way, I'll make it work. Anyway, let's get a new passenger train out on that new line. And I'm going to use some of the various mods that I actually finally remembered to enable to get in a cool sort of passenger train that I got to work in my current personal game. So what I do... Oh, I don't think it's unlocked. Oh. Well, that's mildly disappointing. Well, I can still get in at, this guy will do just... And in fact, he's way more powerful than the other one. Yeah, I think I'll grab one of these guys. Yeah, there's another one that's going to come out very soon that I was going to use for this that also has a 121 top speed, but we'll go with this guy. And we're going to grab these. Colored my passenger color. So we're going to grab... He's pretty powerful, so I think we can get... No, actually, I'm going to start out with just one of those. And I'm going to grab these. I'm going to get the Ducket rear brake single color. And I find that those two actually go fairly well together. And then if he fills up, we will add another one of the teak ones. And we'll chuck them onto line 18 there. And that should do us for that. So yeah, let's see. What do we want to get in next now that we've got that whole mess sorted out? So yeah, we're hooked up to there to the little crater city, and it's going to start and it already has started expanding out there. So yeah, we've got a couple of commercial buildings. Hasn't spread its industry out yet, but oh hey, and the cargo tram is just getting here, and the passenger tram either has got there or will do so shortly. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Ooh, I only got the length 1. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that to the longest one. It costs more, but as they're the exact same emissions level, which is my bigger concern, like emission 79. Oh, it's actually, excuse me, the longer modded one. Huh. That's weird. Like, why is that one 81? Now that one's 77, and that one's... I don't get it, but anyway, we'll do that. We'll have a nice long boy. Anyway, so let's see. Hey, yeah, he appears to... Maybe. Has he run any fuel yet? Yes. In fact, he has a single fuel can aboard. Go, little shunter, with your one little itty-bitty fuel can. In fact, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and, as much as I would love to just, you know, have this guy permanently going back and forth and just running like one fuel can at a time, I'm actually going to tell him to wait for a full load. I think that having, I think that having, you know, a single fully loaded car is enough in terms of ridiculously small loads. Oh, hey, that's the one I was going to use, is the 240 Jumbo. It's a lot less powerful, but more economical, because the lower the power, the better it is low cost as well. But yeah, 2 of those are about equivalent to 1 of the one that I did put on, but that just means that I won't duplicate this when it starts getting too big. I'll just make that one be a longer train, which is fine. Although, do I want to put in I think I'm actually going to put in a turnaround loop, because this guy is long enough that I don't think I want him revert. Although, ooh, that's a thought though. How the heck would I ever get a turnaround loop, or even one of the triangles, fitted into this insane mess? Yeah, I'd either have to, you know, just come out there and plow like straight through the city, or I could theoretically like go out onto the bridge and then back in, maybe. That's an idea. I think I'm just gonna not bother and have the train just reverse back and forth, because I do prefer it reversing back and forth to flip-flopping. I don't know. I don't like the trains flip-flopping. Like, even if, that with a full train would be, not the safest, really. I prefer it that way. Because they did actually make things that would let you control a train from this end. Like, have the, guard in their either compartment or separate van control the locomotive in the front via wires down the top. I don't know the specifics of how it works, but I know that they did that with some of the Terrier engines. Speaking of, actually no, I think I looked into seeing if there was a Terrier mod, and there isn't a Terrier for Transport Fever 2 yet. But if there is one, I'll try and get it soon. But anyway, for now, yeah, we'll just have that guy running back and forth. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to be wrapping up fairly soon. But, let's see, do I want to try and get one more thing in before I end? Nah, although let's check on this guy, see how he's doing. How much does he fill up when he gets there? Oh yeah, this guy actually looks like he needs... What's your rate? It says your rate is 427, so you should be keeping that empty. I don't know, maybe there's just not... No, let's see, because that should hold 160 on that little bit of platform there. And my bet would be it's just clearing the backlog. Yeah. Yeah, it was just clearing backlog, I think. So yeah, this should be... Well, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to manage the vehicle, and I'm going to modify it. I'm going to just chuck... I'll buy one of the American-style ones, just because, and that'll definitely be enough. So anyway, I think we're going to end this with a little bit of a first-person cam on our adorable little shunter here. So, oh wow, okay. And it's probably going to do something really weird with it. Yeah, it's going to put us inside the boxcar when it goes back the other way. We're going to go up. Up and back. Anyway. I'm going to leave you guys to enjoy the cuteness of our tiny little shunter for a little bit, and then I'll be back to shut the stream off, probably after this guy's finished loading up and done another run or two. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, and I don't wind up just leaving you guys with, a boring static image of... Well, it's not that boring, because he has a pretty cute little steam engine, and you'll probably see the other guys in the background. But anyway... Bye.